You would think that those who were appointed by the people and who are to serve the people will be doing their best to do so. You would think that uprooting corruption and excessive spending would be a priority. You would think that after all the decades upon decades of complaining about government spending, overtaxing, that President Trump's newly formed the Department of Government Efficiency would be a welcome thing for those who are to represent the people.
Oh, you'd think so, wouldn't you?
Apparently, it's all just bullshit. Welcome to another edition of Free Mind Thinkers. I am your man, Big Brother Tucker, with the one and only baby boy himself, Mr. Frosty.
Welcome.
Now, Frosty has no idea what I am about to discuss because it literally just fell into my lap. That's why he has no tagline under his name, in case y'all are wondering. But I guarantee you, halfway through this, he will put a tagline up. Frosty, who is the president of the United States?
Donald Trump.
Who is the leader of the United States?
Donald J. Trump.
Just so I get this straight, and we can give everyone a very brief history lesson. The three branches of our government are the executive, the judicial, and the legislative.
Mm-hmm.
Those three are supposed to form a system of checks and balances to not let any one thing overpower the other unjustly or without reason, all in the benefit of the American people. Do I have my history correct?
Correct.
Good.
So if the president is Donald J. Trump
Yes.
and the leader of the nation is the president,
Please, go on.
his power is all but absolute, as we have seen with another former president. I won't say his name, but sorry, someone throat. Then since when can a judge tell the president no?
I, from what there,
Let me bring the people up to speed.
because there are certain things that I don't understand how that works. Because it's like, wait a minute, I'm in my executive position, doing in my what I'm in control of, what I have the power to do. All of a sudden, you can say I can't do this. How? Why? Why can't I do this? It's within my purview. He's not going over to Congress and telling, hey, Congress, XYZ. No, this is within the executive branch.
Exactly.
Considering that if he decided to do something that would benefit and further corruption, y'all wouldn't stop him.
Nay.
Mm-hmm.
If he decided that, hey, I want to give another trillion into the USAID, y'all wouldn't stop him.
No.
So here's where we are right now. Allow me to share this with our people. And the headline says it all. Judge blocks Musk, DOGE, from accessing Treasury payment systems. Again, for all those, as you've pointed out fairly, who may be listening instead of watching, DOGE stands for Department of Government Efficiency. That is a department that President Donald Trump formed with Elon Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy to essentially cut out the unnecessary aspects of the U.S. government. Their job is to cut out the bureaucracy, the redundancy, and the excess spending. Ever since that has come to light, people have been either overblowing or outright lying about the devastating effects that this may have. Now, if you check our previous video, we gave you the literal surface of some of the ridiculous spending that money has gone to. Since that video has dropped, they have released more unnecessary spending that the U.S. aid has been sending money to. So here we see Judge blocks Musk and Doge from accessing Treasury payment systems. You know, the people who know where the money is going.
Mm-hmm.
He has blocked Musk from seeing that. As it says here, a federal judge in an overnight ruling Saturday blocked Elon Musk and his Department of Government Efficiency from accessing the Treasury Department's payment systems used to dole out trillions of dollars each year. Why would you stop a man whose job it is to see where money is being spent inefficiently from seeing where money is being sent to? I know it's speculation, but this is speculation within very reasonable realms.
Mm-hmm.
Why would you not let him see that if everything's on the up and up?
Good question.
That's what makes my immediate mind is okay. Something is terribly wrong here. The resistance is too much for what should be
Something
normal.
basic.
It should be
Who-
so basic.
Who, once you start reading the list of where this money is going, the fact that you're able to defend it or deflect it lets me know you're benefiting from it.
I'm open for another explanation, but it makes sense to me.
Who? What American citizen? What normal American person? Because you notice how when they want to prove a point against Donald Trump for the last 8 years plus, they'll run to the people. They'll find those people on the street that disagree with Trump, right? Have you noticed how all these legacy media outlets, not a single one has went to the people in the street?
Why? 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 Why?
No.
Because the
No.
people in the street are going to tell y'all, what the
Oh, you better not say that. You'll go to hell.
are we spending this money on? So as it continues, U.S. District Judge Paul Engelmeyer's ruling is more extensive. Peep this here. It's more extensive than the agreement the administration reached earlier in the week to temporarily limit access to 2 DOJ personnel. So that tells you they had reached an agreement. You don't want anybody looking at the files? Fine, we'll limit it to 2 people. And now you've cut that out?
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. No, it doesn't. Not cool at all.
That happens when you start getting too close to the truth.
Yep.
That happens when certain people are about to be horribly exposed. And if you don't believe, allow me to carry on with this reading. Engelmeyer blocked the Treasury Department from providing access to anyone other than civil servants with a need for access to perform their job or duties. It explicitly prohibits special government employees and those detailed from outside the department. How are you going to block the president's appointed people?
No. He's got a point.
Your commander, let's put it another way. The president goes by another name. What's the other name that the president of the United States goes by, Frosty?
Or like commander in chief.
The commander in chief, the final boss.
But
How are
this
you
is-
going to? And this is something that he put together. He put together this department, so it is now an official thing. Let's start there. This is now an official department.
Yes, sir.
Created and appointed by the President of the United States, the final boss, the commander-in-chief. Essentially, what you're telling the commander-in-chief is you can't see it.
The hell I can!
Think about that for a second, people, how scary that is. A judge just told the President of the United States there's something that he can't see.
But it is something you should be scared of.
This should terrify all of them.
everybody. Everybody should be concerned.
Engelmeyer, referring to him, he also ordered anyone who is now blocked to immediately destroy any material they've already downloaded.
That's interesting.
So apparently, the people who have things already, apparently there's stuff in there that they don't want them to see.
Mm-hmm.
Immediately destroy any material they've already downloaded. Why? See, again, you're giving yourself away. If you really, it's one of those things, if you want to hide something, put it in plain sight. If you don't want to draw your attention to something, if you don't want your attention drawn to something, don't say a word.
Mm-hmm.
But now you're letting me know, oh, there is something in here that you don't want us to see. There is something in here that not only do you not want us to see, that may directly involve you, sir.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Continuing reading, because here is the part that you were talking about when you talked about comparative outrage. The ruling is only temporary. It will last until at least Friday, when another judge who was permanently overseeing the case brought by 19, what's that word after 19? Democratic.
Democratic state attorneys.
What party?
Democrats.
Hold up. Wait a minute.
It's kind of a redundant question, but do they serve a different breed of American?
No.
Oh, okay. Then why are you blocking? And only 19 of you.
Mm-hmm.
Only 19 Democratic state attorney generals. Now, how many states do we have?
Got 50.
So the 31 others think it's okay. I want y'all, the other 31 people don't have a problem with it at all.
I have great suspicions into all of these things that are happening.
Oh, and let me finish that part. Who will hold a hearing in New York, so we know it's gonna die.
Ah,
We know what the outcome is there.
Oh, shit. Here we go again.
See, if y'all pay attention, dear people who are listening, who are watching, if you notice where these cases against Trump brought up, New York, because the outcome will be favorable against him. These are very, very liberal, progressive, blue states.
mm-hmm.
Do you think that if they try to sue him in Florida, Texas, Georgia, Arizona, pick a state, do you think that would fly? The only two states where it's all but guaranteed to go against Donald Trump are New York and California.
Yep.
Why do y'all think that they don't try to sue him in something as neutral as, let's say, Maryland, let's say Virginia,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
just say Pittsburgh? Why don't they try to get him there? Is because they know that they can't, that would be an actual fair outcome.
Yep. The venue does matter.
Venue does matter. If y'all don't think the venue matters, why do you think that two big Hollywood stars, Johnny Depp and Amber Heard, had their case in Virginia?
Mm-hmm.
The venue matters. And
Oh yeah.
my whole point of this is to point out, you now have a judge who's telling the president, no, people, if you don't believe the corruption is real, because I need to get this, I really need y'all to understand this. Of all the silliness that Biden was doing,
Mm-hmm.
think about the billions he sent to another country while our country was being invaded from the South.
Mm-hmm.
Not a single judge said a damn word.
Yep. Exactly.
Nobody said a damn thing.
Zero. Not even a one.
This man is literally trying to uproot corruption and stop unnecessary spending that will help our country. It's not for his benefit. It is for the benefit of the country to call this fraudulent line items in the U.S. aid out.
Yeah.
And he's meeting resistance for calling out government spending on BS. And no, and let me not do that. That's being far too polite. He's popped and busted the laundering.
Let the laundering begin.
Yes.
That's what this is. He's now calling out government laundering. So that's why he must be stopped. It's the same reason he was stopped last time, except this time he's coming in with knowledge. He has people now that are telling him this is what we can do. And as a matter of fact, shout out to the Democratic Party. Y'all buddy Biden showed him what his powers were.
Mm-hmm.
When Biden came in and undid everything he did with an executive order, that showed Trump, oh, also, I can do that too.
Yeah, that was it. That's it.
Yeah.
The court's firm assessment is that, for the reasons stated by the states, they will face irreparable harm in the absence of injunctive relief, wrote Ingemeyer, an appointee of former President Obama.
It's not surprising.
Shocker.
You don't say.
That is both because of the risk that the new policy presents of the disclosure of sensitive and confidential information, and the heightened risk that the system in question will be more vulnerable than before to hacking.
Let's stop right there. Let's just stop right there for a second.
You think Elon Musk, who has a public system, you don't think that man does not have the support behind him to go inside a system and make sure that it's nigh unhackable, that it is very near impenetrable? This man who lives in a tech world, you're saying that him going in is going to make it him.
And it's not like they only have a select amount of people that's going into the system. They know who they are. They know where they are. it's not just some random person, some amorphous blob somewhere that they don't know about is doing this.
If you would like to hear the rest of that, feel free to join us on our Rumble channel, still under Free Mind Thinkers. There you will find the full and unedited version of this video. Remember, until next time, to stand up, stand out, and think differently. Holla.